Hello, I'm Hunter, and I'll be going over some more graphs that you can plot, specifically piecewise graphs. So we'll start right away with begin Tik Z picture, begin axis like Luis went over. We'll set the axis settings, axis X line middle, axis Y line middle, so that the axis lines actually go through the origin. Set the minimum and maximum values for these as well. So since they're piecewise functions will have multiple different plots. So for this first function, we'll have three. In the square brackets, we'll set the domain so that these different functions don't overlap. So domain 0 to 1. And since these are linear, we just need a sample size of 2. And then the function is defined in these curly brackets over here. So for 0 to 1, we have 3x. 1 to 2, we have 2x plus 1. And 2 to 3, we have x plus 3. Then we'll just end axis in Tik Z picture. And that gives us our first graph. For the next graph, it'll be very similar, but it's discontinuous and they have nonlinear functions instead. So we'll have the samples will actually be important. You don't set them to 2, since that'll make these all blocky and they won't really look like the actual functions. So begin Tik Z picture, begin axis, set the axis settings. Then we'll just have two plots. The domain 0 to 2 pi, 2 pi to 4 pi. And then, just to give you a picture of how important the samples are, we'll set it to something like 10 for this sine function. And then if you look here, it looks all blocky, and it does still look like a sine function for the most part, but it would be better if it just looked like a smooth curve, so setting it to something like 50 should work. There we go. So this next function is just a parabola, so x minus 2 pi squared over 10 plus 1/2. That's what this function is. And that's how you create piecewise functions. I hope you learned a little bit of something from this, and I hope you have a nice day.